Yes.
Well, good evening. Ready to start this meeting of the New York City School Board on the 14th of September 2020 at 6:35 p.m. Julio, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Blind? Here. Mr. Blowers? Here. Ms. Nakin?
Here.
Mr. Weber?
Here.
And Mr. Carr?
Here. Mr. Brian, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Seth, we're going to recognize our superintendent who today he will be here giving a word or two to us, and we've got a short video, and please pay attention over there.
When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. I hope you had the time of your life.
Well, it is a great time to be a cat, and you may be going to join the Ohio High School Athletic Association. It's still going to be a great time to be a cat. We have a tremendous amount of respect for you and your family, the example you set as a dad and as a leader, and I think we talked earlier a little bit about all the folks that have benefited from your leadership in their life and the friendship. And I certainly value our friendship. I'm anxious to share this with you, and I'll be coming by your office to see if it's on the wall up at the Ohio High School Athletic Association. But it says, Doug U, Superintendent 2009 to 2020, in appreciation of your time with New York City Schools, your love and support for the students, staff, and community has been immeasurable. And that's a true phrase. Can't measure it. To see you talking to the students, to see you talking to parents, engaging them all the time is just second nature for you. And we're honored to give you this. And at the bottom it says there, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And you'll always be a Wildcat with us. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a couple of words to share. And I asked him to share some thoughts because 11 years is hard to sum up into just a few minutes, but appreciate you.
Appreciate you. First, wow. I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional. Well, I don't get this way very often, but you know, when I told you it didn't, you know, I was happy to clean my office out. It wasn't happy to leave here. It's just that I'm ready for a next chapter in my life from that standpoint. But to say that I didn't come to Newark and fall in love with a community, a school district, and our children, I can still remember coming here. And some of you know the story because I've said it before. Some folks were fresh off cuts and things like that, and reductions. And in the superintendent world, I would have people tell me the first few months, man, what are you doing? You're crazy? That place is da da da. And I remember starting to tell people, I'm not seeing that. I'm meeting a lot of great people. Our kids are fantastic. The families and this community is second to none in community involvement. And I've learned a lot from being here, from our community, and how to be a good community member. But you know, obviously, I'm certainly going to miss the kids and that interaction with kids, because I know Molly left, but Tom and Tim would probably tell you, and I would say this: if you're going to hire somebody sitting behind the desk, don't hire me, because I'm going to go out and get in the buildings and see the kids and be around that. And you know, I had the good fortune of being around a lot of good professionals here. Our teachers are outstanding, and our support staff is outstanding. Community is just great. You know, I probably had 1,000 things to say, but the emotion kind of gets me going right now in terms of it's always been a great time to be a cat. I can't thank the community enough for, when I came here, opening their arms, and Dave, hopefully they're doing that for, I know they are, they're excited about you being here. Just opened their arms just to say, what can we do for this school district to help our children out? And so I appreciate the community, I appreciate our families, the businesses here, the staff. I really appreciate the Board of Education, because this is a fantastic group of people who talk things out professionally, but most importantly, always want to know what's best for the children, and they open that way. Financially, I think you know, there's a lot of members here that have been on the board a while, and to go 11 years and not ask for new money, that's the work of Jeff Anderson, Julio Valadares, our board, and all of our people here that way. But you've always made me feel like I'm a Newark Wildcat, and I certainly will be one. I'm going to leave you with two things. Number one, it's a great time to be a cat, but most importantly, Maura will smile at this one, because I know we've heard this before, and something Dr. Seuss said, and Maura knows what I'm going to say right now. I'm not sad that it's over. I'm very happy that it happened. And I don't think Dr. Seuss put the very in there, but I am. I'm extremely happy that this experience happened for me in my life, and it's just been great. So I'm going to miss the great friendships I have here and the people, but once this virus goes away, you'll see me at some ball games. I'm not giving Dave all my shirts. I have a big N right here, and I'm proud to be a part of the great things that we've had here. So thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Stay there, don't go away. You are living your cabinet, and I remember that every time that we have a cabinet meeting, you're always trying to feed the cabinet, always bringing food, always offering food to everybody.
Little Caesars.
So with that being said, cabinet wants to give you something that they truly appreciate, you being so kind to them and to us every time that we have a cabinet meeting.
Let's see. Best of luck. Thank you, and $6 hot readies right here. I have to find my new office. I got to find the closest one, and boy, they know me very, very well. So anyhow, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
You're a good man. I'm gonna do something I want to do for a long time. I'm gonna leave the board meeting early. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Come up. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you. Do you like that one picture?
Oh, yeah, I did. I had to laugh.
Yeah,
I was like,
I remember taking that, so let's wave to
Yep.
Grandpa. So.
Yep. Bye, young lady.
Say bye. See you guys later.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you we've been blessed for 11 years to have an outstanding leader, superintendent, and friend. And Corey, thank you, his wonderful wife Corey, for sharing Doug with us for 11 years. And so it's now we got to do something different. So we've got to move on, and that's kind of challenging right now. It's a little emotional for all of us, I believe. But this is the time where we ask for communication from the floor. If there are those that are interested in sharing, you've got 5 minutes. Is there anyone, by all means, right up here to the Julio, keep 5 minutes if you state your name and address.
It's Donna Wilhelm, and I'm here on behalf of my granddaughter Samantha Madden, who lives here with me. I want to thank you for hearing our concerns last month. We did get a response back from the transportation lady, Melinda. I was kind of shocked at the response because it's really no response. There's no reason. It's what we already knew and what we had already told you. So with that, having said that, can I give all of you a copy of this response and some notes that I wanted to just make you aware of? The first one would be the response from the transportation lady. We would like to have had a reason as to why they did not want to transport Samantha and the 4 other children from her school. We realize that you do not have to, because she's going to a private school. You do not have to, and you are not responsible. But you can. It plainly states it there. You can. It's entirely up to your school board if they will or not. It's only a 6-mile trip from the furthest point being Samantha, and the other 4 children are in that 6 mile from her house to the school. That's all we're asking is transportation to and from school. I didn't come here to argue the point, as to why they can't, and I believe they should, and I could probably stand here and show you all kinds of things where it says that you do have to, because they're entitled to the same things that their typical peers are entitled to. But like I said, I didn't come here to argue the point. I just want you guys to know, Samantha and these other 4 children, they will move ahead, they will move forward in a positive direction because they're in a positive learning environment. And I think that's what everybody in this room is about, is positive learning for the children. And so they will go on and they will be productive citizens in our community. I have other grandchildren in the district that go to school here, so it's not that we are not tax-paying citizens. We are. Not that I don't, support the school system. I do. But I am asking this for my granddaughter Samantha and the other 4 children that go to this school who are excelling in what they do there. My granddaughter has made a complete turnaround since she has been in that school district. And I think I told you the last time, when she started over there, coming from Perry County, Sheridan schools, she could not write. Within 1 month of being in her current school, she could write cursive fluently. Excellent.